And what's good, everyone? Welcome back in here once again to Behind the Arc Basketball, as we have a major matchup to go down on the channel tonight, as I'll be covering play-by-play. The Battle of the Bubble is on here, part of the ACC. Both of these teams right now tied for 5th in the ACC with Duke and Syracuse. Duke 10-8. 8-6 in the ACC, hosting Syracuse 13-6, 7-5 in the ACC, and both of these teams heading in with 3-game winning streaks. As we appreciate you guys for dropping by, man, and thank you guys for being a part of this journey here. As we hit 10K yesterday, man, what a milestone! Just absolutely incredible to each and every single one of you on this journey with me. It has been awesome. Let's go here. So let's see what we got out in the chat for this one. Lit up here. Raven, welcome to the stream here. Braden, Vegas, welcome on board. We got Warren here. Ethan's back in here. Gonna support the stream out here, brother. Appreciate it. Lost Pupper, welcome to the stream. Going for Duke in this one. Dylan, welcome onto the stream here. Bills fan Neil going out for his Qs in this game here. Huge matchup going on board. Armando, welcome back in here. Deanna, Lucas, glad to have you guys back. It's Goodies back here as well. Totally agree there. Belmont not being ranked. Absolute crime. That they were just not ranked. As Hammer Saints, welcome on board. This channel is play-by-play only. I cover college basketball games, NBA games, play-by-play here on the channel. No copyright will be shown with the actual screen to it. But we're going to have a good one tonight going down here. Landon, welcome to the stream. Joey, what's good here, brother, for stopping by. Little man, appreciate it, bud. Thanks so much, man. My man Vegas here, back in the chat, as we got a good one for today going down here in this game. Duke winners on Saturday by 1 slim margin over Virginia, 66-65 the final. Matthew Hurt, he has been on a roll, drilled 5 3-point shots against Virginia back on Saturday. 22 points for him, and Hurt here last 3 games averaging 22.6 points per game. 14 threes he made in the last 3 games. He is 73.7% from 3-point range. And, man, he has been a star in the making here past 3 games. And also, the Duke's defense coming in clutch here, allowing less than 60 points per game to opponents in the last 3 on average, taking on Syracuse with a major comeback, saving their NCAA tournament hopes. In the last game, winners over Notre Dame, 75-67. They were down by 17, trailed, came back and won. Big reason why. Buddy Boeheim, 29 points, 6 made 3-point shots for him. And this is going to be a great matchup. That is one thing for sure. Very, very good matchup going down. This one at Cameron Indoor. Duke headed into this matchup as the favorite, 6-point favorites on the line, according to bracketologist ESPN's Joe Lunardi. He puts Duke and Syracuse in the next 4 out, right behind Stanford, UConn, Richmond, and St. Louis. Says Duke is the 5th team out of the tournament currently tonight, and Syracuse is the 6th team out of the tournament currently right after Duke here. This game here, it's not a play-in to get into the tournament. It's basically who wins, still in contention there, right on the outside looking in. Who loses this one bounced out from that last 8 grouping. As here we go, about to get ready to tip this one off, and Duke will control the tip first. And this is only game number 1 out of game number 2. Texas Tech against Oklahoma State coming up right after this one tonight. And Duke starts off. Oh man, beautiful lob over the top, sends it down with a 2-handed alley-oop slam there as Duke's already on the board. Mark Williams with a size uses it to advantage there with the alley-oop throwdown. Syracuse first possession, turnaround jumper. They got it for 2 inside by Dolajai. Who do I got for tomorrow, Florida or Auburn? I'm going to take Florida for that one tomorrow. Ravens going out for Duke for this one. Hit me up in the chat who you like in this game. I'm going to predict Duke in this game. He already tried to send another alley-oop pass over to Mark Williams. That time, though, off his fingertips from behind, and it goes out of bounds. Yes, there's going to be an ACC tournament this year. So welcome in, Diego. Welcome onto the stream here, bud. Second possession now, Syracuse. Orange have it. Bounce pass into the hands of Dolajai now. Dolajai has it, backs his way, moves it out to the left elbow. That's going to be Alan Griffin back out to Gurrier. Quincy Gurrier backs his way inside on Williams. He puts it up, no good off the mark, and Mark Williams comes up with a rebound for Duke. 1 minute through so far, Blue Devils basketball. Top of the key, Jeremy Roach moves over to Hurt, bounce past the left corner, 3 in the air. Duke hits it. Big triple. Goes down there for the Blue Devils. They're up by 3 here. That is Wendell Moore, who hit down a 3-point shot. and he scored 11 plus points in the last 5 out of 7 games here. Arku, welcome to the stream here. Yeah, they were down by 24, blew a massive lead and lost. Celtics yesterday, big fat chokers. Just, it's embarrassing. Did I hear about the rumor? I actually didn't, about Kyle Lowry going over to the Sixers. What's good, Uncle Luke? Welcome to the stream here, man. Yeah, will all the tournaments for college basketball allow fans for conference tournaments? No, not all of them. A lot of them already have said their plan, and they said that they're going to hold it without fans. I think, like, Mountain West announced theirs today. It's Duke going to take a three-point shot off the tip back around the perimeter. They drill. That's good by Jeremy Roach here. It's yeah, I had it on the bottom, so it's 8-2. It's 8-2 Duke. I had it on the bottom. What's good? Ant here, welcome to the stream here, about appreciate for dropping by. So 8-2 Duke. They hit 2 threes, one by Moore, and one there at the top of the key by Jeremy Roach. 2 minutes through so far. Syracuse turns it over as Duke has it around the perimeter. Pass gets swiped away as Syracuse has it right back. Buddy Boeheim moves it outside. Ball into the hands here of Griffin. Moves it outside to Boeheim once again. Boeheim with 17:40 left to go. Passes over to the right wing. Pass deflected. Goes to the bounds. Last touch by Wendell Moore. So Duke by 6 with 17:40 left to go. The clock will stop. I'm going to take Duke in this one. Syracuse has struggled on the road this season. Syracuse has a pro hop inside. Joe Girard puts it up, partially blocked by Mark Williams. They're able to get it back, though, and Guerrier puts it good for 2 up and in. Yeah, I heard that the game on Saturday against Virginia, that was insane there. 17:10 left to go. Hey, no problem, man. Glad to have you guys on the channel whenever you have the chance here. Duke, wide open 3. They take it and they make it by DJ Stewart from the perimeter. So that is already a third 3 of the game so far for Duke. 17 minutes left to go in the first half. Syracuse has it. Buddy Boeheim passes inside. That's over to Dolajai. He's going to put it up good for 2 inside the key. Scoring aplenty so far in this game. Duke with already 3 triples. Top of the key with Roach. Moves it outside. Wendell Moore back over to Roach here. Appreciate it, Uncle Luke here. Deanna, welcome onto the stream here. Yeah, we hit 10K yesterday. It's, man, just phenomenal milestone. Cannot believe it. Duke once again just inside. Another bucket. That's good for 2 more. Duke on a roll so far. 13-6. Syracuse around the perimeter with Quincy Guerrier. Duke indeed really scoring in this one. Welcoming Christian onto the stream right now. Syracuse passes over into the key. Moves it back outside to Guerrier, and they're going to say that he double dribble with a basketball, so turnover Syracuse. And Duke will have this back with 16:11 left to go. So Duke gets the inbound in their backcourt. It's going to be Jeremy Roach takes it past half court. Moves it over to DJ Stewart, back outside to Roach. Pass over to Stewart at the right wing. Roach has it now. Dribbles towards his left, feeds it inside. Shot fake Moore. Back out to the left corner. Hurt. Takes a three-point shot off the side of the rim. No good. Offensive rebound. Mark Williams keeps it alive. Duke has it still. They move it around the perimeter. They send that one, though, out of bounds. A little bit wide to the left there for the pass. It goes out of bounds by Duke. Hey, thanks so much, Ant. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Vegas going Duke in this one. I like Duke in this game as well. Their defense for Duke here. Last 3 games, low-key looking good. They're allowing opponents to less than 60 points per game in the last 3 games. As we're going to go on the timeout. So, first timeout currently in this one. Not really much going on today, but we'll keep you guys posted with a couple of scores once they happen or so. Good question by Christian here. What would I rank top 10 college basketball programs? It's a great question, man. As of like recently, or so. I'm gonna go like, so I'll say like past 20 years or so for top 10 college basketball programs. I'll go Duke, Kentucky. Definitely would put Gonzaga up in there as well. Villanova, North Carolina, Kansas, Michigan State. I go Louisville in that grouping too, in the back half, and then probably the last one I go for. I go for Ohio State. I was thinking like Ohio State, Michigan. Michigan has been on the rise recently, but Ohio State has been pretty solid throughout the last like 2 decades as well. Yeah, Alabama's still ranked number 6, and they beat Vanderbilt by only 4. It's crazy. So these rankings that came out are like out of whack here. Belmont 24-1. They don't even get respect. Don't even get ranked. Wisconsin and Tennessee still in the rankings. Like, what's it gonna take to knock out Tennessee? Still at number 25. So Oklahoma State just not ranked. Oregon not ranked either. Oregon is low key good, especially like late February into March. This team's being slept on a lot right now for Oregon, and they're at full health currently. And then Western Kentucky, glad to see that they got votes, but only 2. They get the same amount of votes as UC Santa Barbara, and Western Kentucky beat Alabama back in December. So they got the same amount of votes as Xavier. Florida or Auburn tomorrow, I'm going to take Florida for that one. What's good? Vince, welcome to the stream here. Who do you want to win this game? I'm going to predict Duke for this one, for my prediction. I like Duke. I had it by double digits for Duke, because their defense has really stepped up, and Syracuse, last couple of games, they haven't really played like quality opponents in the conference. I think they won against Boston College. Not the last one, it was Notre Dame, but the one before that, they beat BC. So last 2 victories were BC and Notre Dame. I got Duke 83-66, so I got Duke by 17. Yep, they were getting destroyed all game long against Kentucky. So Syracuse gets the inbound, 15.5 left to go. Pass off the cut underneath. Syracuse puts up the layup, no good. Offensive rebound, though, as they get it back. That's good for 2, up and in, off the backboard by the Orange, and puts it to a 5-point game. 15:20 left to go. Duke has it at the outside. Duke already making 3 3-point shots so far. They pass it over to Stewart. Moves it over to Goldwire, top of the key, back outside to Stewart. Goldwire moves it over into the hands of Wendell Moore. Dribbles, floats it, turnaround jumper, free throw circle. Matthew Hurt, that is good for 2. Automatic right there as he hits it on an absolute tear. Last 3 games here by Matthew Hurt to start his team this season. 22 plus points here. He is averaging around 22 in the past, over 22 points in the last 3 games. Hey Connor, welcome to the stream here. Not yet. I think that's tomorrow. They're going to announce the All-Star reserve. So I think that's 7 Eastern tomorrow before Celtics-Mavs game. Syracuse turns it over. Duke now with a steal. Going to leave it out around the perimeter. They'll pass it back outside. Hurt left wide open at the left corner. Transition 3. He takes it and drills it. Duke looking good so far, and timeout taken by Syracuse with 14.5 left to go. Hey, thanks so much, Connor. Appreciate it, man. Alright, so we're going to go on another timeout here. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here, college basketball games, also NBA games as well. Just crazy streams I covered yesterday. That Michigan against Ohio State game, and then the Celtics versus Pelicans game was ridiculous yesterday. We entered that game like over 50 subs away from 10K. And we hit that mark yesterday. It was just unbelievable. I just couldn't believe it there. What's good, Bradley? Welcome to the stream here. Jose, welcome to the stream right now, bud. He's at his new house right now, cleaning with his mom. And gonna go back to work with his mom. Gonna eat Panda Express too. That's cool, man. Yeah, since Jalen Johnson has been gone, Matthew Hurt clear number 1. And then More minutes for Mark Williams and Brakefield. Been good for Duke. Duke looking really great so far here. Syracuse air ball. They get it, though, as they get the offensive rebound, so they're going to keep it alive. So back from the timeout. Syracuse with 14:10 left to go. Alan Griffin moves it over to Dolajai, puts it up at the right baseline. That's good for 2. What's good, Brock? Welcome to the stream here from the Bahamas. Appreciate, man, for stopping them by here. Duke double team right baseline, passes back outside. Wendell Moore shoots a 3-point shot, missed it off the mark, rebound by Syracuse. Orange will dribble this one past half court. They're going to move it over to Buddy Boeheim. Boeheim dribbles, drives on Hurt. He floats it up, no good. Rebound by Hurt. Duke has the ball, leads by 8. Looking good so far for Duke. They pass it out right corner, shot fake. Bounce pass inside. Duke puts it up, and that's going to be a possession arrow here. Tie up Syracuse. Great defense there as they force the tie up underneath. Duke was trying to go for the jumper by Brakefield. He got denied, and Syracuse able to force the tie up. Orange going to have it. We're going to have a live party here. We'll have to see sometime more. So 13:20 left to go. It'll be Syracuse ball. Boeheim has it at the top of the key. Whistle here. So the clock will stop away from the ball, though. I think it's going to be on... That's going to be on Duke, so that's the first personal foul by Duke today. Let's see, Louisville has 4 more games left in the regular season. How do I think they'll do? I'll probably go with 2-2 for those games. So I'll say the losses are the game against Virginia Tech and the one on Saturday against Duke. Duke's just on a roll right now. And then the wins, I'm going to go with the one that saves them, the last one against Virginia. And then this one tomorrow. They should be able to beat Notre Dame. If they don't beat Notre Dame, they're in serious danger of missing out on the tournament. Duke also just picked up a second personal foul, so Jamin Brakefield picked up his first personal. Wendell Moore had the one before that one, so Brakefield going to take a seat on the bench right now. Syracuse will shoot a 3, missed it. Off the mark, rebound by Duke. Blue Devils dribble past half court now. 12:45 left to go. Goldwire floats it over the top. Mark Williams passes back outside to Hurt. Hurt passes over left corner. Shot fake. Joey Baker moves it over into the hands of Roach. Roach passes over to Baker back outside of Roach once again, who feeds it inside. Goldwire dishes back out to the left corner. Wide open 3. Baker, though, overshot the rim. No good. Rebound by Syracuse. Syracuse has it with 12:25 left to go. Catch and shoot. Boeheim missed it off the mark. Matthew Hurt comes up with a board. And they're going to push tempo as they will go right there. Outlet, lob over the top as that is Goldwire. Over to Williams off the cut there, and he throws it down with a 2-handed slam. Heads out in transition. Mark Williams, 7-footer right there, and that's already his second alley-oop of the game. Started out like first 10 seconds had an alley-oop jam. Syracuse basketball. Alan Griffin lost control of it around the perimeter. It's going to get stolen here by Duke. Duke with numbers. Ball gets deflected, though, out of bounds by Syracuse. Hey, appreciate Jose for stopping on my man. And I'll see you later today here. Looks like he's going to go out and go to Panda Express. Alright, so we're going to go on the timeout now, 20-12. Duke looking good so far, and their entire starting 5 has scored. Everybody, at least 3 points so far for Duke. And 4 players out of the starting 5 have hit 3-point shots. The only one that hasn't is the one that's there inside for the interior. And that's Mark Williams with 2 alley-oop throwdowns so far. Matthew Hurt with a 3 leads the scoring with 5. Also a 3 with Stewart. He's tied with Hurt with 5. Wendell Moore with a 3, and then Jeremy Roach with a 3-point shot as well. So Duke with a great start. Syracuse in this game. Marek Dolajai's got 6 points. And then two off the bench by Kadari Richmond and Braswell. 2 by Gurrier. The leading scorer, though, been shut down. Buddy Boeheim. As he is 0 for 2 from the floor to start out. Also Joe Girard. I think both of them are averaging like 15 per game. Alan Griffin as well. So they got like Their top 3 scores in the team here just been shut down so far. 0-0-0 across the board, with Griffin, Gerard, and Boeheim all combining to shoot the ball just 0 for 5 so far from the floor. So right now, just in a timeout currently here. Got over 30 people watching now. If you guys enjoy the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams I cover here. I cover college basketball games, also NBA games on the channel. A lot of good content, and man, it was crazy yesterday here. The 2 streams I covered, just insane, especially the Michigan State or Michigan versus Ohio State game. That was just, man, ridiculous game. Ohio State crushed themselves. It was the pass behind his back. I think it was by Justice Suing for Ohio State. It was stolen away by Michigan, and they got the layup out of it, and that's basically what transferred the momentum there. Michigan won the game. Usually I update you guys with, like, scores going on. Not really much going on today. Nothing really. I'll be back later tonight. Texas Tech against Oklahoma State. Hopefully that'll be a good game too. First time they played, I think they went into overtime back in December. It was a close game, and Oklahoma State won it. And but by that time, I'll also update you guys, because there's another great game. There's only three like really good games tonight. This one, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, and then Oregon versus USC. That's over on Fox Sports 1. So I'll keep you guys updated with that score when we go into the other stream tonight, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech. Yeah, I hope so. I hope that this can be a good game for today. I've got Duke by double digits, though, for my prediction. I took Duke 83-67 for my prediction. Alright, so we're going to get right back into it. 11:40 left to go. It's Duke basketball. Goldwire has it at the top of the key. He passes over around the perimeter, deflected out of bounds by Syracuse, so Duke will have it back. Basically a lot of Asian dishes there. Nice. There's also rice and the bamboo stick. Vegas loves it when he goes out to Laos there each New Year. That's great, man. What's good, Ant? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Gonna have an early night here and enjoy the stream here. No problem that you won't be on here for long. And enjoy the rest of your night and stay well, man. Duke drills a 3-point shot. They extend it to 11. Syracuse jumper turnaround, missed it off the mark. Rebound by Duke with 11 minutes left to go. Pass up the court over to Mark Williams. Oh man, huge slam right there by Mark Williams in transition. And Duke they are on fire so far. They are the one who wants it. You can tell. Right at the start of this game, Mark Williams already 6 points, all of them slam dunks. They are playing with fire underneath their belt here with a purpose that they want to make it into the tournament in March. So a timeout taken by Syracuse. 11 minutes left to go. What's the biggest upset this season for college basketball? Good question there. I go for East Carolina beating Houston. Oh, also thinking about it, because it's coming to my mind. Fort Hays State over Kansas State. That one too. So yeah, those two. So East Carolina over Houston. Like, that's the biggest upset, like, winning this past month. But also that when Kansas State lost to a non-Division I school back in December. 25-12, we are back into it. It's going to be Syracuse basketball. They pass it now over to the left elbow. They back their way, moves it out to the right elbow. Joe Girard dribbles inside, guarded by Hurt, stripped to the ball here. Mark Williams going to come up with a steal. He is doing a little bit of everything right now for number 15 for Duke. Blue Devils have it. Roach moves it over to Stewart, back outside to Roach. Roach top of the key, pass over to Stewart here at the right wing. As he will move it back over to Roach. Stewart has it here. Bounce pass. Off the fingertips, though. A Hurt goes, and it's going to get turned over here. Syracuse gets the steal. Orange has it at the left baseline. Moves it back outside. Ball into the hands here. Buddy Boeheim. 10 minutes left to go as we approach the mark in just a moment. Buddy Boeheim dribbling. Still dribbling with the ball, free throw circle. Bounce pass to the top here. Griffin has it. Turnaround jumper. Takes it. No good. Rolled around the rim and out. Rebound back to Duke. What's good, Bill? Welcome to the stream tonight. He's going on Duke for this one. I've got Duke as well by double digits there. He's going Duke by 6-point favorite. Says he took him on the line there. And also, whoa, Oregon +3 tonight. Definitely would hop all over Oregon as well. Wow. Yeah, that's big game later tonight. Oregon, USC. Yeah, I like Oregon in that one. Oregon is dangerous. Like, this is the time of year that Oregon comes alive as Duke takes a 3 and they drill another one. 28-12 Duke with 9:26 left to go. Duke so far has made 6 3-point shots. DJ Stewart, he leads the way. He just made the last one with 8. So he's got 8 points. He's 2 for 3 from the perimeter. What's good, Brian here? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, that was another side of me that you guys have never witnessed before. Last stream was a banger. Never saw you angry. It was definitely weird here. Oh man, that was quite the stream. 9:10 remaining. Jumper, no good by Syracuse. They're gonna get the offensive rebounds. What's good, Joey? Welcome back into the stream here once again, man. Syracuse dribbles, drives inside, 9 minutes left to go. They finish good for 2, up and in by Kadari Richmond for the freshman as he puts it in for the layup. Duke has it. Moves it over to Stewart. Stewart back outside as Roach passes over. Wendell Moore flings it back out to Stewart. Wide open 3, drills it. Just automatic. The season opener for Duke this season. DJ Stewart was drilling everything. He's already got 11 in this game. Huge spacing out there for Duke, and they are looking good. They also come up with a rebound right there. Syracuse cannot complete it. Duke had the ball poked away from them from behind, though. Syracuse comes up with a steal. Takes it here off the... Tried to go in for the layup. They missed it. Too strong off the backboard. Rebound by Duke. Blue Devils basketball. They pass it inside. Ball deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Syracuse. It's going to be Duke ball with 8:10 left to go. DJ Stewart, 11 points so far. All he needs is just one more 3, and he's got the same as what Syracuse has got as a team right now, only 14 by Syracuse. Duke gets the inbound. Syracuse, by the way, has yet to hit a 3, 0 for 4 so far to start. Duke 7 for 11. Duke has it, Wendell Moore. Back out to Stewart, moves it over to Roach to the left wing. Pass over to Stewart, 8 minutes left to go. Bounce pass, Wendell Moore double teamed. Stewart has it, moves it outside. Roach takes the 3. Splash, he hits it. Holy smokes. Duke by 20 with 7:45 left to go. Syracuse is going to have possession now. Joe Girard, top of the key. Moves it over, ball into the hands of Alan Griffin. Passes left baseline to Guerrier. Guerrier backs inside. He will put one up. No good off the back iron. Rebound goes to Duke. They're getting everything right now. Henry Coleman comes up with a board. Duke has the basketball more. They pass it over left corner. Catch and shoot 3. That time missed it though by Stewart. Tried to go for the rebound. Syracuse lands on the ground with a basketball though. Syracuse grabs the rebound. They have it as they're able to pass it here. Moves it outside. Catch and shoot 3 by Syracuse. Just way too strong each and every single time. Just hitting back iron every single time here by Syracuse in their 3s. 7 minutes remaining. Duke has it. Wendell Moore. Passes over, left wing. Jeremy Roach back outside of Moore. Roach has it. Roach at the top of the key. He stops. Pump fake. Thought about shooting the 3 instead. They're going to move it inside. Gets position. Good for 2. Henry Coleman. Able to post up right there. And just able to get behind the defense. Good for 2. Up and in off the backboard. 36-14. Syracuse cannot get into a rhythm offensively as they will drive inside and they get fouled. So Marek Dolajai going to go to the line. Joey's got too many guitars. Counted today 56. Oh man, what a collection there, bud. His insurance policy, like, yeah, we're going to have to raise our premium to cover that. Yeah, good question here by Christian. Who do I think will stay here at Duke, and who do I think will leave? I'd probably say Matthew Hurt would leave in the off season. I think he's He's the one probably. So Hurt, and then maybe Stewart. So Hurt, maybe Stewart. I feel like Roach is gonna come back for next year. So I've got Roach, Brakefield coming back for next year. Oh, Wendell Moore. I think Wendell Moore will. He might come back for next year though. I think I'm like half and half. Warwick, welcome on the stream here. Chris, welcome on the stream right now. So we're gonna go on the timeout. Duke looking so good so far, 36-14. What's the best cereal? My favorite cereal is either Frosted Mini Wheats or Life cereal. Wow, between all that musical gear, mics, amps, drums, etc., 247 grand. Oh man. Yeah, you can sell all that. You can buy a house with all that. So right now we're just on a timeout currently here. 6:30 left to go, and Duke just cruising. 11 points already by DJ Stewart, drilling 3 threes. Duke as a team has scored 24 out of 36 from 3-point range, 8 for 13 from 3. And Syracuse has yet to hit a perimeter shot. What's good, Russell? Welcome to the stream here. We get the orange versus the blue today. Trix Yogurt. Yep. Get the Trix Yogurt Miami Heat jerseys that they wore on Saturday. Major game going down and looking so good for Duke this game here. According to bracketologist Joe Lunardi for ESPN, both these teams in the last 8 out grouping and right next to each other. So this is the first 4 out here. Stanford, UConn, Richmond, St. Louis. And then Duke, Syracuse, SMU, and Utah State in the next 4 out category. Whoever wins this one, they get closer to the bracket. Whoever loses this one, they get bounced out away from the bubble. So major game. And Duke showing so far that they by far are the team that's the most hungriest right now. And the team that's determined to get into March. Where Syracuse, they got swept by Pitt this season. They lost by a bunch to Virginia. Duke beat Virginia. Both of these teams in a 3-game winning streak, but Duke had to get there playing some really tough teams. Beat Virginia, grinded out, beat them by 1 on Saturday. Syracuse coming off a come-from-behind victory down by 17 against Notre Dame on Saturday. And before that, I believe they beat Boston College. So different types of schedules here resulted in those 3-game winning streaks. So we are back into it, 36-14. Syracuse at the line. They're also a top 5 free throw shooting team, but they just missed the first. Second free throw, they hit it, so that one's good. Maridolajai going to check out of the game now for the Orange. 6.5 left to go, Duke basketball. After this one, hopefully a great game. We're going to have Texas Tech against Oklahoma State. They played each other in December, went into overtime, and Oklahoma State beat Texas Tech. And that's for a battle for 6 right now in the Big 12. Duke has it. Past the right corner perimeter, Matthew Hurt. Moves it over right baseline to Wendell Moore. Dribbles around the perimeter. Swings it back outside. Goldwire over to Moore once again. Moore double team. He's going to have to shoot one up. Hit the front rim. No good. Rebound by Syracuse. Under 6 minutes left to go before halftime. The Orange have the basketball. Kadari Richmond goes inside, and that is good for 2 there. Inside the post by Richmond, and still down by 19. Duke now with the ball, moves it out, right corner, open 3, Hurt, drills it. 3-point shot today, number 9 for Duke. Matthew Hurt. He has made his last 16 threes out of 22 attempts. He is 73% from 3 in the last 3 games. Syracuse jumper. Missed it, no good. They get the offensive rebound now. Quincy Guerrier underneath. Going to dribble back outside. Passes over top of the key. Kadari Richmond will shoot a 3. That one straight away. He drills it. So Richmond, he's got 9 here for the freshman off the bench. Huge piece coming up here in the future for Syracuse. That was the first 3 of the game. Duke now has the basketball. Goldwire. Bounce pass over to the left wing. Back out into the hands of Roach. Passes over to Goldwire, right corner. Roach, top of the key, moves it over to Stewart. Stewart shot fake at the left elbow. Feeds it over to Roach. He takes the three off the screen right there as he was able to roll towards the top of the key. Hits it. Drills it down. 3-point shot number 10 for Duke. 42-20, and we still got 4.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Duke can very well hit 50 at the half. Syracuse now with the ball. Jumper. That one no good. Rattled out. Tipped up in the air to get the offensive rebound. Put it back outside. Straight away three. Got it. That is a big one by Syracuse. Back-to-back threes. Buddy Boeheim drills his first. Still down by 19. 4 minutes left to go before half. Yeah, Duke played in their 6 conference losses, played really close games, all by single digits, combining for 28 points. Syracuse has the basketball back in transition. They're going to take a three, and Boeheim drills another one. So it puts it to 16 right now. Tons of points so far in this first half. Duke now with the ball. Pro hop. Lost control of it though. Goldwire had it stolen away. And here goes Syracuse in the 3-on-2. Back outside of Boeheim. He's on fire. Missed the three, but a tip in from behind. Good for 2 more by Kadari Richmond. And the timeout taken here. So they will take one on the floor for Duke with a 14-point game. Addison, welcome to the stream here. Yep, this game was a blowout the second it was mentioned. Syracuse able to get on quite a little bit of a run, but still down by 14 here. As we're going to go on a timeout. Jeremy Roach with 12, 11 by Stewart. Yet to be at halftime. 3:28 left to go before half. And Duke 42, Syracuse 28. Alright, so right now we're just on the timeout here. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I appreciate you guys for dropping them by, being a part here today on Behind the Arc Basketball. We hit an incredible milestone yesterday, 10K on the channel. Unbelievable. And each and every single one of you for being a part of this journey. It's been phenomenal. What's good? Donovan McCrabb, welcome back in here. Yeah, Syracuse able to get a little bit of momentum right there as Bills fan Neil. Happy about that. Down by 14, able to cut into it. The threes are starting to drop for Syracuse. So they're 3 for 9 from the perimeter. Duke has already made 10 threes here before halftime has even begun. Yeah, it seems like whenever I cover Syracuse, for some reason they always play a bad game, unfortunately, for Syracuse. Same thing as Tennessee. I think it's just an orange team thing, that the orange teams that I cover just get jinxed all the time. Hey, what's good? West Virginia Prod, welcome to the stream here. Do I think Duke's starting to show a bit of the old Duke after the Virginia win? Yes. Yeah, Duke has really turned it around defensively. That has been the key here. Last 3 games defensively, they're allowing 60 points per game on average through the last 3. So the defense has been huge to their 3-game winning streak right now. And also, Matthew Hurt with his he has been the go-to scorer this season, but past 3 games here, he has looked really, really great. Yeah, don't cover Texas during the tournament. Yeah, interesting too. Actually, yeah, Texas kind of been back and forth with me. I covered them when they lost on Saturday. Covered them when they lost against Villanova. Covered them when they lost against Baylor. Oh, there's definitely games in there that they won. Oh, I covered them the game that they crushed Kansas against. That was back in early January. So I have covered Texas wins. I haven't covered one in a while though. And then I covered Virginia a week ago, and they lost against Florida State. Yeah, the new top 25, we talked about that a little bit earlier, like 24-1 Belmont not in Wisconsin and Tennessee. Wisconsin and Tennessee in the top 25, it's unfortunate. I had Wisconsin and Tennessee out, and would have had 24-1 Belmont in a long time ago. And also, Oklahoma State should have been in too. Oklahoma State should have been in, and then Oregon. Oregon's looking good. Good to see that they're up there receiving votes, too, for Oregon. They are low-key a team to watch out for. If they beat USC, they're going to be in the top 25 coming up on Monday. They just have to win. I'm not sure if they have a game over the weekend. They have to win that, too. They might have another game like Thursday. All depends on the schedule. So we're back into it. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Syracuse has the ball. And that's going to be a Syracuse travel underneath here. So Duke will have it back. 8-zip run by Syracuse, though, last minute 45. What's good, Landon? Welcome back here. Syracuse, it would get on the run right before the timeout, trying to get back into it. Do I like Texas Tech or Oklahoma State? Bill thinks Oklahoma State. I'm going to go Texas Tech today. That's a tough one. I think either way, that's going to be a close game. Really close game. Yeah, Texas Tech hasn't been themselves lately. Oklahoma State, though, I heard that one of the players is entering the matchup questionable, though. Like, one of their key players is Isaac Likely is the one. I'm going to see if I can get anything about that. Yeah, there's not news right now that I can find it, but I heard that he had a foot injury, and I heard that he was like questionable going into the game there. So that's a huge piece for Oklahoma State. Yeah, Diamond McCrabb's got his last 4 in right now. UNC, Seton Hall, Minnesota, Colorado State. Yeah, both of those teams right there, Seton Hall and Minnesota, just have dropped there recently. That was unfortunate, the loss for Seton Hall. And what was even worse was St. John's just played themselves out of the bracket on Saturday. St. John's lost against DePaul, and all that momentum that St. John's had in a 6-game winning streak at one time, back like late January into February, that just all evaporated. Like everything, it's sad because all the push and run that they had done to try to get into the bracket, and then they lose against DePaul. One bad loss basically like rips to shreds your team. That's going to be another jumper. That is good by Duke for 2 at the left elbow. So it's 46-28. What's good, Ben? Welcome to the stream here, man. We got a minute 45 left to go before halftime. Syracuse going to dribble here as they take it behind the defense. Dribble drive inside. Good for 2 with a layup. Duke by 16. Looking to put up 50 here right at the half. Or 50 plus. DJ Stewart has it. Dribbles top of the key. Back outside. Over to Roach. Moves over left baseline. Hurt. He dribbles inside the lane. And that's going to be a blocking foul by Syracuse. Not a whole lot of free throws today in this game. Actually, Duke's doing a great job making sure that Syracuse does not go to the free throw line. Syracuse headed into this game number 5 in all college basketball and free throw shooting percentage. Alan Griffin picked up the personal foul. And Duke's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Matthew Hurt. Ben looking for Villanova to win the whole thing for this year, for the tournament. First free throw is good. Second free throw, that one's good. Duke by 18, a minute 20 left to go. Matthew Hurt already 10 points, 5 rebounds. Duke bounce pass around the perimeter. Alan Griffin passes inside underneath, and a foul by Duke. So that's going to send Robert Braswell to the line. First 4 out, Drake, Stanford, Colorado, and Indiana. Yeah, for some reason, a lot of analysts have like Colorado in the bracket. Like, they have them in the bracket as like a 7 seed. Syracuse hits the first free throw, which I'm not high at all on Colorado. If I see them there as like a 7 seed or whatever seed they are, I'm not gonna pick them most likely, because they already have losses at Cal and at Washington. Syracuse hits the second free throw. 1 minute left to play here before halftime. Duke has it around the perimeter. Left corner, Jamin Brakefield moves it back outside to Goldwire. He lost control of it here. Syracuse is going to come on and force the tie-up, but the refs say they point possession arrow Duke. So Duke will have it back 55 seconds. Duke inbound. Jeremy Roach back outside to Stewart. Moves it out to Goldwire. Back around the perimeter. Roach going to take it inside. Floats it up. Good for 2 more. They have reached that 50-point total right now on the board. 40 seconds left to go before half. Syracuse ball with Kadari Richmond. He dribbles, drives inside, right hand, scoops, and scores up and in off the glass. Kansas or Texas on Tuesday. I'm going to take Texas there. Texas has been cold lately, but... Well, they had before they went on that 2-game winning streak, but... Then they lost a crusher against West Virginia, but they have them bouncing back. 13 seconds left to go. Duke by 16. They also get the basketball for what could very well be the last possession here before halftime. Duke passes, left baseline dribble. They're going to put it up, no good. The tip in. Right place, right time, good for 2. By Duke is Jamin Brakefield able to tip it in here. And we go into halftime. Duke 52. Syracuse 34 right at the half. This all Duke in the first half. Making, this should be a final score. Final 3-point shot total here for Duke. 10 for 18 from the perimeter. Incredible in the first half that they made 10 threes. 4 of those perfect 4 for 4 by Roach. He leads the way with 14 points. DJ Stewart 3 for 6 from the outside. And Matthew Hurt 2 for 4. 3 players in double figures here with Roach's 14, Stewart 13, and Hurt with 10. So right now we're just on halftime here currently. Yeah, Drake's strength of schedule, yeah, they haven't played anybody like legit. They only played 1 power conference game, and it was against Kansas State in their season opener. Yeah, hopefully people taking the over in this one. What's good, Brodus? Welcome to the stream here. What I think about this late push by Duke and Kentucky. Definitely by Duke, the late push is for. For Kentucky, they still they're gonna have to win the SEC tournament title to get there. Duke's putting themselves, they're right now in the bubble. If they keep on winning for Duke, they're going to be putting themselves into the at-large, into the bracket here. And don't need to worry about getting an automatic qualifier if they keep on winning games. What's good, Deanna? Welcome to the stream here. And a lot of these teams that's being grouped around Duke are like Mountain West teams as well. In the Mountain West, I feel like Mountain West and A10. I feel like those 2 conferences are going to blow themselves up in the last 20 days before Selection Sunday. Here's the teams in the bubble from the A10. VCU. By the way, VCU without their leading scorer, Nashawn Highland, tomorrow. He was injured in the loss against George Mason on Saturday. They're right now in the very back of the bracket. And then Richmond and St. Louis. I've got a feeling that the A10 could possibly be a 1-bid league. Richmond and St. Louis just outside the bracket, but just in front of Duke. Looking at what ESPN has. And then for the Mountain West, Utah State out of the bracket currently. And then Colorado State just in the bracket. They're like in a playing game for Colorado State. Like the 12-seed playing game most likely against like Indiana or Minnesota, Stanford, Xavier, that type of grouping there. So that's what we're looking at currently. Joey puts out, I'm going to get 1 million subs here, act like I don't even know us. I've never seen a picture of each and every single one of you guys in person or so. I've never met every single subscriber I have in person, which is pretty funny. But you guys have been incredible towards the journey here in the streams. It's been awesome. Road to 20K here, Ben puts out. Oh man, 20K is like far-fetched by now, but that would be insane. Like someday if we reach it. I remember somebody put in road to 10K, and I was like, let's get through the first 100 first. And we kept on doing it, and we're on the rise just like that. Armando, welcome to the stream here. Sorry to hear your phone died, bud. Any coaches challenges yet? No coaches challenges so far. Not really many free throws in this game. And Duke went to the free throw line only once. They're 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Syracuse 3 for 6 at the free throw line. It's very odd because Syracuse came into this game top 5 in the nation in free throws per game and has shot the ball 50% at the line. Yep, Goody came back and Duke up by 18 right now at the half, and they have drilled down 10 3-point shots in that first half. Kentucky pushing towards that NIT bid because, yep, CIT got canceled. Yeah, I agree there, Ant. If Duke keeps on playing like this, they're not going to miss the tournament. What's good, Mario? Welcome to the stream here. So, right now, just at halftime, I'm going to go over the schedules for both of these teams. Yeah, the football channel, the Final Yard one. Ben, that's my football channel. I haven't streamed in that like in over a year though, because I focused on this channel, like growing this channel. But yeah, I used to cover football games. Now I just do it from time to time as like special live stream, for the members and mods, like stream from like time to time for like a special live stream. Let's see here. So Duke's remaining schedule. They've got 3 games after this. Huge one coming up on Saturday. And, so, Duke's been in danger now for weeks of missing out on the tournament. They got another team that recently is in danger, especially if they lose tomorrow. That would be Louisville. Louisville, if they lose tomorrow, that is rough because they're going to be taking on a Duke team here, and it's going to be at Cameron Indoor too. So, this game's going to be at Cameron Indoor on Saturday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. And, man, huge matchup going down. And Duke in the first half, they are on a roll. And then after that for Duke, 2 huge games as well. Georgia Tech, they played spoiler a little bit into a couple teams this season. They actually beat Florida State. But Duke has a road game at Georgia Tech on March the 2nd, next Tuesday. And then they take on North Carolina, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. That is a huge game. Absolutely huge game on Saturday, March the 6th there, Duke and UNC. Hey, what's good, Vaughn? Welcome on the stream here. He's excited about his fancy matchup against me this week. Will I go live tomorrow for the Louisville Notre Dame game? No, I will not be live for that one. I think that's on the ACC network, so I don't get that one. Tomorrow's games will be the Celtics against the Mavs for the NBA game at 7:30, and then after that one, if it's close, I'll cover the second half of Kansas versus Texas tomorrow if that game is close after the conclusion of Celtics against Mavs. Yeah, so Celtics versus Mavs tomorrow. After this game is going to be Oklahoma Texas Tech, so that's going to be a great game, I feel like. Oh, that's awesome. Ant's going to the game at Georgia Tech there. That's great, man. That's great that they allow fans into the stands there at a limited capacity. Yeah, why is Georgia Tech not on the bubble? It's those 2 losses. It's too bad because they've been... Well, lately they've been dropping games, but there was a stretch that they were winning games in a row. It's just they haven't been able to beat like quality opponents. Yeah, so yep. So Russell puts out, isn't quality more important than quantity? He puts out there as he's stacked up on his fantasy lineup. But for college basketball circumstances here, you have to beat quality opponents to get into the tournament, and Georgia Tech they evened the series against Florida State. So they won the last one against Florida State, but then they couldn't beat Virginia. They lost to Virginia twice. They did beat Clemson though the first time. They lost to Clemson the second time. And then the ones that are crushers there, the first 2. Those are crushers. Georgia State and Mercer. Those are crushers there. That's unfortunate. First two games of the year, like all the way back in November. Like those are crushers. So that's why, like right out of the gate, their tournament chances just got absolutely destroyed. Yeah, they also lost to Louisville by a bunch. It's also the margins of these games too. Like they lost to Louisville by 16. Lost to Mercer by 10. Not really many double-digit losses though for Georgia Tech. And then for Syracuse hasn't really. They did beat Virginia Tech, but they don't really have many quality victories. It's more when you look at Syracuse, when a lot of people are asking why is Syracuse not in the bracket right now, it's because of the teams that they beat. They beat Bryant by only 1 point. The games that they needed to win, they couldn't. They lost twice against Pittsburgh. One of them was by 20. They lost. They lost by a bunch against Virginia for a chance to make it into the bracket. Lost by 16 against Clemson. So they've had multiple opportunities. Just haven't been able to get them. And yeah, looking at the last 3 teams that they won against, it's just the competition is just not as strong as what Duke has won against in their last 3. So they beat NC State, Boston College, and Notre Dame in their last 3. Last 2 games. So Syracuse only has 2 games remaining. So the next game is at Georgia Tech. That's on Saturday, and then their last game is at home against at home a week from now. So next Monday against UNC. So that's what Syracuse's upcoming schedule looks like here. So at Georgia Tech Saturday, and then at home a week from now, next Monday, against North Carolina to close it out. Both of those tough, because Syracuse has had a lot of struggles on the road, and then UNC is also on a tear lately. Now, North Carolina is still in the bubble. They play against Marquette coming up on Wednesday. UNC should have no problem with that. Marquette has struggled constantly this year, defending bigs and also defending the perimeter. UNC has struggled from 3, but Kerwin Walton, he has been the X factor off the bench from 3 for UNC. So if they can get Kerwin Walton going, they should have no problem in that one for UNC. So right now we're just on a halftime here currently. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball here and Behind Your Basketball. I appreciate you guys for stopping them by. If you guys are new in the channel here, feel free to hit me up who you're rooting for out on this stream here. If you're going out for Duke, going out for Syracuse here, hit me up in the chat if you're new and a first timer. Hey, what's good, Will? Welcome to the stream here, man. He's got a couple, he's got a score update right there. Drake, oh boy, that's not good for Drake. I forgot they're in action tonight. So Drake's playing tonight, and that's not good for Drake. Can't lose to Evansville. Can't lose to the team that went winless in the conference last season. Yeah, conference tournaments this week already start for like some of the mid-major teams. I think Atlantic 10 starts like a week earlier. So they're gonna put the championship game on the Sunday of Selection Sunday, but they start like a week earlier, I guess. Not really much going on. St. Mary's beat Pepperdine 66-61. Drake losing at halftime against 8-13 Evansville 35-31. Louisville's playing tomorrow against Notre Dame. So, huge game that they cannot afford to lose tomorrow against Notre Dame. Yeah, why is Tennessee still ranked? I'm asking myself the question, too. I thought Tennessee and Wisconsin should have went bye-bye this week. Belmont, 24-1, no respect. Too bad, it's unfortunate. Belmont should be ranked. And then Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State should be ranked as well. And then Oregon right behind them. Oregon, they get a huge game tonight against USC. Oregon's a 3-point underdog in that one, I believe. Oregon is a type of team that you do not want to play when healthy, and especially late in the season. I think that they're going to be underseeded and a team to watch out for. I've got them winning the Pac-12 title for Oregon. Yeah, Belmont lost to Samford by 3. That was it. Like, that is the only reason why. I'm going to take 7 there for the bids, for the ABC, potentially. Yeah, so Ant's going to say 5, maybe 6. Florida State, Virginia, Virginia Tech. North Carolina. Louisville. Oh, yeah, 6. Yeah, not 7. Yeah, so 6. And then Duke. Yeah, so 6. I would go for. So Florida State, Virginia, Virginia Tech, UNC, Louisville, Duke. Oh no, that's 7. Yeah, that's 7. That's correct. Clemson. That is 7. Yeah, 7, potentially 6. It depends on who plays themselves off the bracket. Creighton Marquette. I don't think they're playing tonight. Huh. Because Marquette's playing on Wednesday. That might be women's basketball. Yeah, that's definitely... that must be definitely women's basketball. Because I didn't know Creighton played Marquette tonight. So that must be women's ball. So here we go. Right back into the second half for this one. Duke up by a bunch. And... Virginia, or it's going to be Syracuse ball here. Syracuse goes inside good for 2 to start off. Yeah, speaking of Virginia, I was shocked that they only dropped back to 15. Because they went 0-2 last week. I thought they dropped back to at least 17, so dropped back at least 10 spots. But they only dropped back 8. Duke missed the 3, but able to clear it up right there with a slam. Off the putback, that is good for Mark Williams, as he has got 10.6 rebounds. 19-10 left to go, second possession, Syracuse. Syracuse bounce pass underneath, they put it up, no good off the backboard, a rebound. Goes to Mark Williams for his 7th board. 1 minute through the second half here at Duke basketball with 19 remaining. Jumper no good in the key by Jeremy Roach, rebound back to Syracuse. Syracuse ball, pass inside. Goes underneath, and that's going to be a foul. So Syracuse will go to line shoot 2. As of now, Belmont plays Kansas in the tournament. I would love to see that. I would love to see Belmont upset Tennessee in the tournament. I would love to see Belmont like paired up with a team that has been a team that keeps on dropping games lately. So Belmont can prove themselves that they're actually they're actually gonna win a tournament game. That they can actually win a tournament game this year as a mid-major team. That would be a great story. Crystal, welcome to the stream here. They would have to win the SEC tournament title to do so. I'm going to say most likely, not likely. So I'm going to say no there for Kentucky. They're going to have to get past Alabama or Arkansas basically. Syracuse feeds it, or its ball's going to get fed inside here. It's by Duke, and goes to the bounce, so the clock will stop with 18:32. So it's going to be Duke ball again. Duke going to get the inbound. Roach will be the inbound passer underneath. He is guarded by Griffin. Roach passes left corner, Wendell Moore. Back outside, top of the key, Stewart dribbles towards his left. Stewart moves it back outside. Roach over to Stewart. Stewart passes over to Roach. Bounce pass. It's going to be kick ball violation by Syracuse. So Duke will have it back. Mr. Gonjo, welcome to the stream here. Texas Tech or Oklahoma State. I'm going to take Texas Tech for that one for today. Duke has the ball right back here. Blue Devils at the top of the key with Hurt. He is double teamed. Passes back outside over to Roach. He takes the three, gets blocked up on the way up there. Syracuse gets the ball back. They pass in transition. Up the court, lead to a two-handed jam by Gourier for two. Still down by a bunch, though. 16-point game with 18 minutes left to go. Duke basketball. They move it over right wing perimeter, Wendell Moore. Passes top of the key over to Jeremy Roach. They're going to take a three at the left wing by Stewart. No good, but able to clear it up there. As that is Mark Williams with another big tip in right there. Good for two more. 12.7 boards by him tonight. 17.5 remaining. Syracuse pass off the cut underneath Gourier. Gets fouled. The clock will stop. Oh no, it's actually going to say Duke ball here. Gourier, there was contact underneath here, but that was great defense by Duke, and it's going to be possession arrow Duke and a tie-up. Hey, Bills Mafia, welcome to the stream here. Do I think Syracuse can make the tournament? I'm going to say no. It's not looking like it right now. It looks like they're going to be dropping out from the bubble if they lose this one. So I'm going to say no right now. They're going to have to win the ACC title to get there. Duke basketball. Roach back over to Stewart. Stewart has it. Pass over to Roach. Bounce pass over to the left elbow. Turnaround jumper. Wendell Moore missed it though. Rebound Syracuse. Yeah, Donovan McCrabb's new dark horse team. I was looking at some of their stuff today. UC Santa Barbara. They haven't played anybody good, but they're actually got a couple couple things that they're good at for UC Santa Barbara. Don't turn over the basketball that much. They have a ton of assists as a team that they have, and they have multiple playmakers in that team as well. But they play easy schedule. That's the only thing. I think they're 16-3. Duke gets the ball right back off the inbound pass up the court, leads to the layup. It is good for two. As that is DJ Stewart, took it a distance, got fouled from behind, and he's going to go to the line, shoot one. What's good, Diana? Welcome onto the stream here. Yeah, Evansville leading Drake at halftime. Do I think Jalen Johnson was the actual problem with Duke? I'm going to say no. I think it's just a young team and it takes time. And these past week and a half plus, they have exploded. They've really got it together. 16:45 left to go. Duke by 21. Syracuse now with the basketball. They're going to pass underneath. Good for two with a cut to the bucket by Gourier. The clock will stop though. They're not going to award him the bucket. A foul underneath picked up by Duke before the shot. Hey, what's good, Robert? Welcome to the stream here. Do I think Duke has the chance to make the tournament? Yes. This game's going to help them out a lot. But they're going to have to just keep on winning games. So all that Duke needs to do, just keep on winning games to get in there. Duke's defense has been huge on this 3-game winning streak that they had. They just... underneath there, they just got the block, but it went on the bounce. Syracuse pass off the cut underneath, good for two. Alan Griffin just right underneath the backboard there. Do you think that college basketball will ever have bowl games? No. 16:20 left to go, second half. Duke with the ball, left baseline dribble. Hurt double team, moves it out into the hands here. Moore floats it up, and that is good for two more. Completely had controlled this game from the start with 16 minutes on the clock. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball games here, college basketball games, NBA games here as well, and Behind Your Basketball. NBA Gaming, welcome on the stream here, man. Syracuse underneath. Passes inside here to Gurrier. Gurrier shovels it back out to the top of the key. Dolajai moves over to Richmond. Richmond dribbles to the left elbow. Takes it inside. Pro hop. Underneath, guarded by Wendell Moore. Bounce pass to the right corner, and he gets called for a travel. Turnover by Syracuse, and Duke will have it back. What's good, Jack? Welcome onto the channel once again, man. Hope all is going well here. Yeah, a lot of the analysts blame Jalen Johnson because he basically quit on his team. Like 3 weeks, just over 3 weeks before the tournament, he just quits on his team. So right now, just in a timeout, as we're going to go to a timeout here. 15:41 left to go. What's good, Emmanuel? Welcome to the stream here. He's taking Duke for this one. Hit me up in the chat who you've got in this game here. Mostly all Duke fans, I would expect here. If you're going out for Duke, type in Duke. If you're going out for Syracuse, and type in Syracuse in here. Thanks so much for the updates there, right there, Will. Yeah, so Drake is trailing at halftime against Evansville. So if Drake loses that one, that's tough. Actually, they're back for the second half, so now Drake leads it. So they were down by 4 at halftime, 35-31. They are right now up by 2 against Evansville, 43-41. Hey, what's good there, Timo? Welcome to the stream. Rockets or Bulls tonight in that game? I'm going to go Chicago there for that one. So Duke, 3 more games remain in their schedule. They're at home once again on Saturday. They're hosting Louisville. That is a huge game right there. If the Cardinals do lose somehow tomorrow in a game that they will be favored in against Notre Dame, they're going to be in danger of missing out on the tournament. That's going to be a huge game either way on Saturday between Duke and Louisville. Louisville got crushed by 45 Saturday against UNC, and Duke riding momentum. If they can pull this one off with under 16 minutes remaining, they're going to be 4-0 in their last 4 games. After this one should be a good one. Texas Tech versus Oklahoma State for some college hoops action for a doubleheader tonight. First time those teams met up, it was an incredible game. Went into overtime, Oklahoma State won. Mr. Ganja going to take Notre Dame for the upset there against Louisville. That would be a crusher if Louisville does lose that. They just were not in the right mindset at all on Saturday. They had a lot of trouble getting back into transition defensively. Just couldn't hit their shots. Quite a bit of turnovers that cost them especially. The game was a 10-point game at one point. They had a chance to come back. It was like 42-32, and then turnovers just cost them. Crystal got Oklahoma State winning tonight. Will's also got a Class 4A Sub-State 8 first rounds. That looks like it must be out in Iowa there. If he has it for Des Moines, he got out in Iowa. Norwalk leading Iowa. That must not be correct because that is not college. 61-40. Vaughn's up 1-0 in his match so far. Yep, me and Vaughn playing each other in the fantasy league for basketball. So, he got the first point, looks like. So we are back into action. 15:38 left remaining here, guys. It's going to be Syracuse basketball, down by 21. The Orange moving outside the perimeter. They'll shoot a 3, and they got it. From the outside, good by Buddy Boeheim. Yeah, Notre Dame almost beat Syracuse on Saturday. Notre Dame's getting better. Duke will get the inbound here. 15 and a half remaining. Blue Devils basketball here on the inbounds. Duke puts into the backcourt here. Matthew Hurt, he is double teamed. Bounce pass still in the backcourt. They will take a pass half court now. Goldwire hands it off to Hurt. Hurt around the perimeter. Bounce pass over to Goldwire at the left wing perimeter. Goldwire. Going to move it over to Wendell Moore. Dribbles back outside. Passes over to Goldwire, top of the key. Moves over to Jeremy Roach. Pass over to Goldwire once again. Back outside of Roach. Roach to the left wing. Got some space. Slides it over to the hands of Wendell Moore. Dribbles left baseline. Spin move. Ball deflected up in the air. Mark Williams gets it back though. Puts it up. Off the back iron. Offensive rebound. Matthew Hurt gets blocked from behind though as Syracuse gets the basketball. 14:45 left to go. Syracuse finished in a 40-18 run against Notre Dame. Pass off the cut here. Tried to go for a slam dunk. Heavy contact and the foul. Syracuse will go to the line. Shoot 2 by Marek Dolajai as the clock will stop with 14:43. This game is moving along as well. Not a whole lot of fouls today. What's good, D. Wade? Welcome to the stream here. Delaware out in the house here. Appreciate my man for dropping them by once again. First free throw, Syracuse good. Let's see here. Drake by 2. So Drake leading by 2. 15 minutes remaining. Up against Evansville. 43-41. We've got 70 people out in the chat right now. If you guys are new here, spike the thumbs up. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball games, college basketball games, NBA games as well, and Behind Your Basketball. Second free throw. Good at the line by Syracuse. Inbound by Duke. They turned it over, though. Deflected by Syracuse. They get the steal here off the inbounds. They have the ball around the perimeter. Pass to the right corner, though. And they had the right shoe just hit the corner perimeter out of bounds by Dolajai. He caught the pass, and he was just out of bounds. His shoe just touched the paint right there out of bounds. So 14:37 left to go. Goldwire gets the inbound in the backcourt. Flings it over, so they're going to take it past half court now for Duke. Roach moves over to the right corner. Hurt wide open 3. He drills it. Matthew Hurt with a triple. He is looking so good. 73% from three-point range in the last 3 games. He's got 12 points today and just drilled his second 3 of the game. 14:10 left to go. Yeah, it's incredible, man. I wouldn't be able to do it without each and every single one of you guys. It's awesome that we hit 10K yesterday. I could not believe it. Syracuse 3-point shot got it from the top of the key. Duke has it right back. The Blue Devils they're going to take a shot. That's good for 2. So actually they counted Hurts. Okay, so they counted Hurts jumpers at 2 before. So it was 63-48. Now it's 65. 65-48. Syracuse inside. Another 2. This game really picking up right now. Duke goes in transition. Mark Williams double teamed underneath. Passes. Ball lands into the hands of Hurt, though, as he cuts in. Throws it down right there with a two-handed slam by Matthew Hurt. Hurt now with 14. 5 for 10 from the floor today for him. Syracuse ball. Dribbles underneath. Moves it back out top of the key. Wide open 3. Guerrier shoots it and he hits it. And this game is really picking up here. Hopefully you took the over out in this one. Syracuse going out for a full court press. In the backcourt here, Goldwire passes up to the right corner. Duke has it. Jumper. Takes it right elbow. No good. Tried to tip it up. Mark Williams couldn't get it though. Wendell Moore. He had numbers there. All he had to do was just float it up over the top behind the defense. Mark Williams should have threw it down. Syracuse gets the ball right back off the rebound. Pass to the corner. 3 in the air. Missed it. Boeheim. Ball tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Duke by Williams. Out of bounds. Clock will stop with 12:40. Vaughn took Duke in this game. Me too. I took Duke by I took Duke 83-67. So I took Duke by 16 for my prediction. 12:40 left to go. Buddy Boeheim going to take a seat on the bench here. He's got currently 11 points. It's going to be an inbound by Syracuse. They pass it back outside. It's going to be Joe Girard moves it back out into the hands of Richmond. Richmond pass over to Girard here, right corner perimeter. Girard moves it over top of the key. Allen Griffin. He is guarded by Goldwire. 7 on the shot clock. Deep 3. Griffin hit the front rim, no good. And defensive board gets Gets here by Duke as Duke will have it. Takes the three. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound. Keeps alive underneath Wendell Moore. Wendell Moore double teamed here left baseline. Back outside the gold wire. So they'll set it up with 12 minutes left to go. Dono here, my man. D. Wade. Appreciate my man with a dono here. Let's get that 10K sub hype. And let's get that dono hype in the chat as well. My man D. Wade, the absolute legend. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it like always. You are the MVP here, brother. 70-53. Duke takes the three. They drill it. Syracuse, three-point shot. Missed it. They're going to get it back, though. Offensive rebound. Put back good for two. Up and in underneath there by Griffin. Duke, though. They got numbers. 2-on-1. Watch out. Mark Williams throws it up over the top right there. That is his fourth dunk of the game by Mark Williams as Syracuse's defense could not get back in transition. 11.5 left to go here. Syracuse. Spin move inside. 17-point game. Puts it up, no good. Tipped around off the glass. Rebound by Mark Williams. He's doing a great job today in this one for Williams as Goldwire takes up the court. Personal foul. Paid by Syracuse. Clock will stop with 11:17. Avery, welcome onto the stream here, man. Appreciate Bud for dropping it by here. Mark Williams tearing it up today in this game right now. Duke with 4 players in double figures. 16 by Stewart leads the way. 14 by Hurt, Williams, and Roach with Mark Williams, 14 points, 9 rebounds. Lamont, welcome to the stream here. Does anybody think Syracuse wins with 13.5 right now? I've got Duke in this one. I took Duke by 16 for my prediction, so that's what I have. If you guys are new here, 60 people watching, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. In the second half with 11:16 left to go. Still a lot of time remaining. We're going to go on the timeout here. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, college games, also NBA games in Behind Eric Basketball. After this one, should have a great one. Texas Tech going up against Oklahoma State. I'm just going to get that score in that Drake game right now. That is huge. Drake pulling away a little bit. 49-43 over Evansville with 11:30 left to go. So that's the scoreboard update for the Drake game. That's a game that Drake needs to definitely win to stay into the tournament bracket. Looks like Avery also took Duke by 16 in this one. Got something in common for this game here. Yeah, the next game should be a really nice game for that one. Yep, back-to-back tonight. Having some great streams this week. What is good, Kevin? Welcome to the stream here, brother. Appreciate for dropping on by once again, my man. Glad to have you back. Thanks so much, dude. Like always, appreciate it. Yes, I'll be covering Oklahoma State, Texas Tech after this one. Steven, welcome on board once again. Hope all is going well, guys. We have grown to 10,000 plus here as a community. It is phenomenal. I cannot believe it. Yep, Mr. Ganja took Duke 5.5 on the line. Just a simple bet here. Just looking so good. Syracuse did come back against Notre Dame, but Duke, I feel like, is going to be way too strong. They know what's at stake here. They know what's at stake. Yeah, I heard Drake, one of their top players, I think is out for quite a bit for Drake. Hey, appreciate Hammer St. Tarn, NBA Gaming on the stream. So yeah, if anybody's interested, feel free to join the Discord. I got my Twitter as well as check out the Behind Eric Basketball channel merchandise. All 3 of those links I posted down in the description below this video. That game should definitely be a great one. Texas Tech, Oklahoma State later today. That's going to be a classic. It's a lot of great games this week. Alabama, Arkansas coming up on Wednesday. That should be a terrific game. That's at the top of the SEC. So a lot of great games. So 11:15 left to go. Duke going to get the inbound as we're back to action. Duke by 17 currently. They dribble top of the key with Stewart. Moves it outside over to Roach. Back over to back over to Goldwire. Stewart over to Roach once again with Stewart with the ball. Goldwire now has it. Feeds it over to Hurt. Hurt dribbles back outside. 6 on the shot clock. Hurt takes it over a group of defenders, and that will be a late personal foul picked by Syracuse. So that's going to send Matthew Hurt to the free throw line shooting 2. Clock will stop with 10:54 left to go. Joe Girard picks up the foul. And yeah, Jim Boeheim not happy about this one, knowing the game is at stake, and that is way too costly there. Girard falling the best player in the team this season for Matthew Hurt. First free throw is good. Hey, thanks so much for buying the merch there, Hammer Saints. Really appreciate it. But for with the merch purchase, that's awesome, man. First free throw is good by Hurt. Second one he missed. Rebound Syracuse with 10:45 left to go. Syracuse dribbles underneath. They're going to move it back out to the left elbow here, as that is Dolajai. Looks like a reaching foul pick up by Duke here. Clock will stop with 10:39. Yeah, I agree. Mark Williams should have been playing all year. What a spectacular find they have got here for the rest of the season. Syracuse has it. Moves it over out to the left corner. They'll take a three-point shot. No good off the mark. Tipped up, and last touched out of bounds by Syracuse. Oh, they try to go for the basketball there, and Robert Braswell. That's just a mistake there. It's a young player's mistake going up for the rebound and tips his own team's rebound out of bounds. Just let it go out of bounds. Duke has it right back. 10:25 left to go. Duke in the backcourt, double team. Syracuse, full court press straight out right. They're going to break that for Duke. Duke has it. They're going to slow it down now. Moves it back top of the key. 10:10 left remaining. Duke with the ball. Stewart. Back out top of the key over to Roach. Moves it outside the Goldwire. Feeds it over to Mark Williams. Flings it back outside. That is now a dribble inside. Stewart floats it up, no good, but a tip in. Right place, right time. Just the size of Mark Williams. Too tough to handle. He gets the tip in, good for 2. Mark Williams, 16 points, career high in this game. Spin move underneath Syracuse. Turns it over, offensive foul. Roach underneath going to take the charge. Duke has it right back. 16 and 10 for Mark Williams. 8 for 10 from the floor. And multiple dunks. He is just torching Syracuse's defense today. First career double-double as well for Mark Williams. Duke gets the inbound, pushing tempo. Goldwire dribbles right past half court to the corner. Passes over to the right corner. Bounce pass top of the key now. Duke will slow it down. Ball into the hands of Roach here. Everything coming together for Duke right now. Goldwire back over to Roach. Goldwire has it once again. Back outside the Roach. Shot fake. Moves over to Goldwire. Wide open 3. Takes it. Makes it. The triple by Jordan Goldwire. Joe Girard just gets completely fooled. And he just went to cover inside. He thought that ball was going to go inside. He just got completely fooled. And left his man, and Goldwire drills a 3 out in the open clear. Syracuse down by 23. 9 minutes approaching the mark left to go. Drive inside, Boeheim. Got it blocked, gets it back though, puts it up. Good for 2, up and in. Yeah, man, totally agree there, Ant. Duke gonna be so scary next year. Mark Williams coming back. Oh man, they got so much potential for next season. 8:45 left to go here. Duke basketball. Blue Devils have it top of the key. Goldwire. Back outside the Roach. Roach floats it up over the top over to Williams. Williams lost control. He was looking for the foul though. Refs didn't blow the whistle. They say play on. So Syracuse gets it back. Under 8.5 remaining. What's good, Chris? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Quincy Guerre. Pass over right baseline. As they will back their way with Dolajai. Moves it out to the left corner. A 3 in the air. Syracuse missed it. Offensive rebound. Turnaround. Good for 2. As Dolajai puts it back up and in. Yep, safe bet here. Duke with a W. Final 8 minutes remaining. And Duke gonna take a 3-point shot. Clear out in the open again. They drill it by DJ Stewart. 81-59. We can see in this matchup totally. Stewart with 19, made 4 threes. Which team deserves to be in the tournament? Which team does not? And we'll go to the NIT. Syracuse to the right elbow. They back their way. And a whistle to fall picked up. It's going to be Goldwire here with a reach-in, so that'll be a personal here by Duke. I believe it's their 4th. So clock will stop here. 7:39 left to go. And man, Duke looking so good right now. Rolling on all cylinders. If I'm Louisville, watch out on Saturday here, because if they can't get past their matchup against Notre Dame, they just went from being a 7 seed, heading into that matchup against UNC on Saturday, going to like a 10 seed with a loss. And if they lose against Notre Dame, they're in serious jeopardy. Like last 4 in, and then if they lose against Duke, they're out basically for Louisville just like that. Man, on a roll here. We go to a timeout, 81-59 Duke. By the way, Drake, I'll keep you guys posted there. Drake leading Evansville 54-46. Chris has got Oklahoma State winning against Texas Tech today. He's also got Duke to get the W here. Yep, I'll be covering that game right after this one. Texas Tech against Oklahoma State. I'm going to predict Texas Tech for that game. Texas Tech has been cold lately. They just need more than just Mac McClung, though. That's the thing for Texas Tech. They just need to find more consistency down the lineup. Yep, Syracuse is 59 now and Duke at 52 at the half. So yeah, so a lot of people were saying, why is Syracuse not in the bracket? They only got 6 losses this season. Look at the teams that they faced. And then also, they basically only have 1 quality win against Virginia Tech as far as the top 25 victory. Other than that, they got swept against Pittsburgh. You get swept against Pittsburgh. Beat Georgetown by 5. Lost by a ton against Virginia. Lost by a ton against Clemson. And then their last 3 victories, NC State, BC, and Notre Dame. So basically the bottom of the barrel ACC that they had won against entering this matchup. And they also beat Bryant in their season opener by 1. That was a huge red flag there. Season opener, beat Northeastern by 6. Both of those two, they also beat Buffalo in overtime. So they were able to squeak out games late here. It looks good on paper with their record, but when you see who they actually played against and try to compare it to other teams' schedules here, that's why they're on the bubble, and that's why they're going to drop out of the bubble with a loss here. Just big beatdown. Oof, Eric Gordon got Vaughn -6 so far for his fantasy points. And you picked them up, I think it was like earlier today in the waiver wire. You picked them up, I saw. So we are back into it. Duke 81-59, 7:35 left to go. It's going to be Syracuse basketball. The orange dribble at the right wing perimeter. Joe Girard, right baseline dribble underneath. Going to dribble back out around the perimeter for Girard. Moves it over left baseline. Backs their way inside, turn around. Off the mark, no good. That should have been an easy 2. Rebound by Duke. Marek Dolajai just overshot. Right there, just too high off the back iron. Duke going to slow it down, approaching 7 left to go. Duke basketball, top of the key. Moves it outside to Stewart. Stewart passes over to Goldwire, moves it out to the right wing to Roach. The pick gets set by Wendell Moore. Roach dribbles towards his left. Ball deflected off the pass out of bounds. Last touch by Syracuse, so Duke will have it back. Seven minutes left to go. Steven here heard that Drew Brees might come back next season. Wow, I'd be shocked honestly if he comes back for next year. I thought that was basically it during his last game. He just sees the lights at the end of the tunnel for the Superdome, and I thought that was it. Deep 3, Goldwire launches. Missed it off the mark, no good though. Rebound Syracuse. Orange basketball with 6:45 remaining. They're going to go in for a layup. No good. Hit the bottom part of the rim. And Duke comes up with a board. Chris is going to wear his Oklahoma State hat. His sister went to OSU, it looks like. That game is next year. Next stream, Texas Tech, Oklahoma State. Hopefully a good game. I hope so, Lost Pepper. Hopefully, yeah, I don't think Duke's going to be choking this one. Way too good in this matchup. Syracuse just does not have a rhythm at all offensively right now. Yeah, I totally agree. If Duke gets Keels or Baldwin, man, so dangerous next year. Celtics better not choke tomorrow. I'm gonna be a one angry streamer once again, like yesterday. For those who did not see yesterday, man, I was just, oh man, I was furious about that. I was livid about that game. They were up by 24 and they blew it against the Pelicans, out of all teams. 81-59. We got 6:25 left to go. Gonna go on a timeout. Yeah, I saw that, Steven. I'll see if I heard anything about that. So I haven't heard anything about Drew Brees coming back. I thought that would have been it. Oh, looks like yeah, he is possibly thinking about coming back. But a lot of people think that he's retired, going to be retiring. I think so too. I think Drew Brees is going to be retiring. So right now, just in the timeout currently. We're going to update you guys on that Drake score. Drake looking good, pulling away against Evansville. Definitely need to win that game if they want to be in the tournament. So Drake going to be 23-3 if they pull it off last 5 minutes. By 13, 59-46. Drake leading by 13. And that's basically it for games today for college here. Not really much going on until later tonight, the Texas Tech Oklahoma State game, and then Oregon against USC. We'll update you guys with that score. That's going to be a great game. Oregon actually the underdog on the line today, and Oregon they are a force to be reckoned with. Whenever they play in late February into March, they are a tough out every single time. I think I saw a stat like something like last 3 years, Dana Altman for Oregon, they're 20-3 overall. I think it's like anytime after February. It's like a date like February 20. It's around February 25th or something like that. Anytime after that, they're 20-3 or so during that time span. It's crazy. Yeah, because there was the two years ago, there was the Oregon team that made a major run to make it into the tournament. A123A, welcome to the stream here. Predictions for Duke making the tournament? Yes. I'm gonna go Duke will make the tournament. I think they're gonna make the tournament. They just gotta keep on winning games. I like their chances coming up on Saturday, their next one. Oh, Chris's sister went to Oklahoma Sooners. Okay, I thought you had missed out for the state there, but it's University of Oklahoma. I got you there. So it's the Sooners, not the Cowboys. Texas Tech or Oklahoma State? I'm going to take Texas Tech to bounce back today. So we are back into action. 6 minutes remaining. Syracuse underneath gets the score, so that's good for 2. Duke basketball now. Blue Devils move it out around the perimeter. Eric Gordon looks like he's got now -2 for Vaughn. Duke dribbles underneath. They're stripped of the ball. Bodies all over the place on the ground right now. The clock will stop here. Possession arrow tie-up. It'll be Duke basketball as they still have possession of it. 4 on the shot clock with 5:42 left to go. Duke going to get the inbound underneath. They pass over right baseline. That is good for 2. DJ Stewart hits it. Syracuse will have the ball back. 5.5 left to go now. It's the orange dribble around the perimeter. Dolajai takes it inside, backs his way on Mark Williams. I think it's without Jalen Johnson, it's led to other opportunities for players to step up on Duke. And Mark Williams, he has really shown it today in this game. He's going to have an incredible future here. Watch out for him if he'll should definitely be back next year. He's going to have a huge season next year. Mark Williams with a double-double. He's got 16 and 11 today. So it's led to more minutes for other players to step up, and also they've just got in rhythm here. Like these last 3 games, they're just improving, just like a young team should. They've turned a corner. 4.5 remaining right now. It's Duke by 22. Blue Devils ball. Yeah, last 3 games, Duke has just been really good defensively here. As that is good. Tough bucket there. Mark Williams banks it, good for 2, up and in off the backboard, over 2 defenders there in the key. Approaching the 4-minute mark, left to go. Syracuse going to take it inside. I'm going to say late whistle. It's going to be on Duke here. Clock will start with 4:12, so that's going to be a foul picked up by Duke. What's good, Derek? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, totally agree. Some teams play more as a team instead of relying on one individual. Yeah, totally agree there. Yeah, it was basically Matthew Hurt carrying this team throughout the entire course of the season. And then now, you got 4 players in double figures here. Everybody playing their role. And now they got teamwork all over the board. Hurt's not the leading scorer. He's the number 3 scorer tonight. It's DJ Stewart with 21. Then Mark Williams with a double-double, 18-11. Hurt's got 15 and 14 by Roach. First free throw good. Second one good by Syracuse. 4:10 left to go. Duke has it, left baseline, bounce pass underneath, and it's gonna get poked from behind out of bounds by Syracuse, so Duke will have it back. Yep, I've got the same thing here, A1, 2, 3A. So I've got Gonzaga winning it all right now, as of now for this year. Yep, I think right now Elite 8 is like the floor next season for Duke. Like Final Four national championship potential right there to win it all. 2022 champions, I think, very well could be Duke. Yeah, for Duke here, I would say Hurt will probably go to the draft. Wendell Moore's probably 50-50. He might stay for another year for Wendell Moore. And then, yeah, I was thinking Stewart as well. He might leave for the draft also. But I see coming back here, I see Roach coming back here, as well as Mark Williams. Definitely, I think he's going to come back. And he's going to be a huge component to next year's team. Brian, back onto the stream here. Wizards or Lakers? I will take the Lakers there, so I'll bet against Brian's Wizards once again. Even though the Lakers getting cold lately, that was one that the Heat really needed to win, and they got it. So right now, just in a timeout. Currently got under 4 minutes left remaining here. Duke by 22. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams I cover here on Behind Eric Basketball. Chris has got Oklahoma State Cowboys, Oklahoma Sooners in the Final Four. Wow. So repping Oklahoma there for both of them. Yeah, I thought Oklahoma State should have been ranked this week. They received votes at 26, just outside the top 25. And then Oklahoma, they've been one of the pleasant surprises this season for Oklahoma. How good do I think the Colts will be next season? Probably I'm going to predict now a wild card team for the Colts. I think Carson Wentz is going to be a great fit there. Much better than the last 2 seasons at Philadelphia. Because the coaching staff just, it was just a mess over there. Now he gets to reunite back over the Frank Reich and the Colts. They got a great offensive line, great running game with Jonathan Taylor, and he's not going to be heavily reliant upon passing the ball under Indy because they have such a great offensive line, able to open up the gaps for the running game and to control the game on the ground. Joey got the noties on a Brahmo Sapiens here. As we get right back into it, 3:55 left to go. So it's going to be Duke basketball coming up here underneath with their inbounds. Both teams currently with 6 personal fouls here, second half. Duke gets the inbound, passes wide open to the right corner. Stewart will shoot a 3, missed it though, but they do get the offensive rebound. Henry Coleman passes back outside, but Syracuse deflects it from behind. Syracuse with a steal, going to take it up the court. Duke try to get the steal there at the top of the key, but the whistle here blows. And the clock will stop with 3:44 left to go. And that's going to be a Syracuse... Oh, wow, yes, that's going to be a Syracuse foul. So Syracuse fouls. The Duke actually took it away, and they got the steal from behind, and Syracuse picked up the personal. Duke 1-1 free throw. Hurt missed it. So Duke in the bonus. 3.5 left to go, Syracuse ball. They dribble left baseline, pass off the cut underneath. Oh, big rejection by Hurt from behind here. Syracuse gets it back. Henry Coleman comes up with a second block in the same possession. Ball goes back to Duke with 3:20 left to go on the clock. Duke by 22 will slow it down. But they are hungry to add 90 here because they are hungry for as many points as they can to put this one to a beatdown to help out their tournament resume. Anything could help them out. At the left wing, Stewart. Back outside, top of the key, Moore moves it over to Goldwire. Back out to Wendell Moore. Moore thought about shooting it, gives it over to Goldwire once again. Back outside, and Moore going to take a 3, but it was late after the shot clock, so shot clock expires. Any predictions here? Baldwin will arrive. Let's see. Yeah, 1 second here. I'm gonna. Oop, just the NCAA. So we got 2:45 left to go. I'm gonna get back to that in just a moment. There we go. We brought it up. So I want to see who committed recently. 21. Okay, so yeah, he hasn't. Okay, so yeah, let's see. I definitely say Duke's gonna have a great shot at getting him. So he's got. Oh yeah, he's got a bunch of schools. Man, so I'm looking at the list right now. He's got an offers from tons and tons of schools. It doesn't say like visits or anything on there for Patrick Baldwin. But so Duke's on the list. Michigan, Kentucky, Kansas are all on the list as well. There's a ton of teams that's on the list for him. Syracuse gets the jumper good for 2. Duke by 20. 2 minutes left to go. Syracuse will shoot a 3 and they drill that one. Chris has got Brooklyn Nets in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Sixers here. Oklahoma City Thunder, very young. How good do I think the Dolphins, Cowboys, and Chiefs are going to be? Well, Chiefs definitely going to make it for the playoffs next year. Wouldn't surprise me if they make it back to another Super Bowl. I'm going to say Dallas will probably miss out on another playoffs for next year. And then Miami, possibly wild card. Potentially wild card there. Buffalo should be at the top of the AFC East. Patriots are going to be better though for next year because they get their 8 opt-outs back. Have no clue who the quarterback is. That's what they're going to have to find out here in the offseason. Syracuse will take another 3 in transition. They drill it. 85-71, minute 38 left to go. Syracuse coming in on a little bit of a run late here, but a little bit too little too late. Unless something really magically changes throughout the remaining course of this game. But Duke has controlled it straight from the start. Duke tonight, 13 made three-point shots, 4 each by Stewart and Roach. DJ Stewart leading scorer with 21. What a game, though, for Mark Williams. 18 points, 11 rebounds, 9 for 11 shooting from the floor, multiple slam dunks. 15 points by Matthew Hurt, and then 14 by Jeremy Roach today in this game. And both of those players here, Stewart and Roach, the two freshmen with 7 assists total. 27 assists as a team today by Duke, to just 10 total assists by Syracuse. 10 total assists to 11 turnovers for Syracuse today. And Duke's assist to turnovers today is 27 assists to 13 turnovers. So Eric Gordon for Vaughn, he's on the positive side right now with 6 fantasy points. Looks like John Wall is 19, so doing much better than what he was doing a week ago, where he had like negative, I think it was like negative 9 at one point in that game, missing everything. 1:38 remaining. Both of these teams were projected by Joe Lunardi of ESPN just outside the tournament in bracketology. But Duke here, huge win. If they do pull it out final minute 38, it's gonna help out a ton. It's gonna bounce out Syracuse, and then this whole grouping here, Mountain West teams and A10 teams in the bubble, it's gonna blow up in my opinion. So Duke's gonna have a much better chance at getting in the tournament in the next couple of days with all these games playing out all the way through Selection Sunday. Duke passes around the perimeter. Up by 14, minute 15 left to go here. Bounce pass into the hands of Goldwire. Passes out right corner 3. Wendell Moore missed it, no good. Rebound Syracuse with a minute 10 left to go. Syracuse basketball, they dribble. Passes out to the left wing perimeter. 1 minute left to go. Syracuse takes the 3, no good. Rolled around the rim and out. Rebound Duke. Hey, what's good, Michael? Welcome to the stream. We do a mix of NBA games and college games. Tonight's college, though. This is an important game for the bubble, and the next one's a game with a ranked team in it. 40 seconds left to go. Duke has the top of the key. They'll slow it down. Big W, though, for Duke. They're going to get win number 11 of the season here, and that's going to be their 4th straight victory in a row for Duke. Suns or Blazers? I'll take Phoenix in that one. Syracuse gets it back, takes the 3, missed it, no good off the mark. Rebound by Duke. And Duke here just wishing for teams to just lose games in the bubble with these groupings of teams right now, especially the A10 and Mountain West teams. VCU, Richmond, St. Louis, all on the bubble, along with Mountain West with Colorado State and Utah State with that grouping. And also the Big East as well. Seton Hall, UConn, Xavier all in the bubble currently. That's going to have to play up in the next couple weeks. 20 days left to go before Selection Sunday. Conference tournaments coming up very soon. And Duke comes out with a big W. Straight up from the start in this one. 85-71 the final. And they did it with a big way today. Knocking down 3-point shots, as they made 13 of those from the perimeter. And was able to get the W out of this one. So Duke inches closer to the bracket with this W. Bounces Syracuse off the bubble. And that is a wrap here. We're going to be back in about 10 minutes from now. We'll be covering Texas Tech against Oklahoma State. So feel free to stop by for that one. If you guys are new to the channel here, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We'll be back in 10 minutes. If you'd like to come back, Texas Tech 18th in the nation at Oklahoma State for that one here. Could Duke be a 5th seed or higher? Yes. I think they definitely have the potential there to be a 5th seed or higher for sure. So they get Louisville coming up next year. And last game for Louisville, lost by 45 against UNC. So that's a wrap currently right now. 85-71 Duke by 14. Going to sign off. Thanks so much, guys, for dropping them by. Before I do so, though, going to thank out the members here on the stream. We got 9 channel members: Jack, Jason, Aaron, Edwin, the sports expert, Warren, Robert, James H. made by Aiden. And we got 9 channel members here. If anybody would like to become a part here, the Behind Your Arc Basketball channel membership, as low as $1.99 per month, we have these shout-outs at the end of my live stream. If anybody's interested in becoming a channel member, that's over on the Join Now tab on my homepage over on the Behind the Arc Basketball YouTube channel. Going to wrap up here. Duke by 14, 85-71 over Syracuse here, folks. So that's a wrap here in Behind the Arc Basketball. And enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. I'll be back in a little bit. Texas Tech, Oklahoma State.